Hi everyone, welcome back to Burra Country. I'm Peter and today we're in Noojee. And Noojee is got a very short rail trail. It's only about 3 kilometres long. It's a lovely walk or a very short ride, and it goes down to a great trestle bridge, and that's where we're going to walk to. And Noojee is in Gippsland, and this train line that we're standing on, this is the first rail trail we've been on that actually has a train on it still. So that's kind of cool. This is the Noojee station behind us, and as you can tell, there's flies everywhere. So a lot of flies, so bring the error guard. And it's a great walk. It's a great easy walk down to the Trestle Bridge, and the Trestle Bridge is magnificent. Noojee, it's a great place to come to. It's very heavily treed, as you're going to see. It's very temperate rainforesty, the walk though, it's fabulous. So we're going to go down to the Noojee Pub, which is famous. Now, the reason why this place is well known is because the road that's just passing us here, that heads off down to Mount Baw, or up to Mount Baw, which is a ski field here in Victoria. So it's a well passed through road, this one, and the Noojee Pub is kind of famous. And there's also another food place here called the Tool Shed, and there's a couple of other little shops around, but a very small town, but fabulous. Now there's great toilets here, so if you need to stop Noojee, there are toilets right here near where the train is, so always important to know where the toilets are. So enjoy the walk. There is a heritage centre on the Noojee station where a 1950s J-class locomotive stands. The Heritage Centre has seasonal opening times, so check online before making the trip if this is of interest to you. As we said, Noojee is located 133 kilometres from Melbourne CBD, which is about 1 hour 40 minutes drive. It's 40 kilometres north of Warragul, and that takes around about 40 minutes. It's a popular stopping point for those travelling to and from Mount Baw, the nearest ski resort, which is 44 kilometres or 55 minutes drive from here. The current population of Noojee is about 170 people. There are limited resources in this town, and the nearest petrol station is probably in Neerim South. Noojee was and remains a heavily treed temperate forest area, and in its recent history has suffered from the risk of bushfires. As a town, it was first impacted by fire in 1926 and then again in the Black Friday fires of 1939, which severely damaged the town with more than 100 houses destroyed. The Noojee Pub, however, survived. The 1983 Ash Wednesday fires threatened the town once again, requiring the whole town to be evacuated, but it was saved by a sudden change in wind direction. The railway joining Noojee to Warragul via Neerim and Neerim South opened in 1919 to support the local logging industry, and it was finally closed in 1954 as trucking became a better option. There was also a lighter railway or tram system built that allowed the multiple sawmills to transport timber to the main mill in Noojee and the main train line. Noojee started as a town for prospecting for gold, and that started around 1860. However, the population was mostly transitory and few became permanent residents. Around 1905, the town started to form and permanent dwellings were created. The railway trestle bridge is 102 metres long and 20 metres high. It's one of the largest in Australia. It has been restored for pedestrian access. It is a magnificent structure and is a popular tourist spot. It had to be rebuilt following the 1939 Black Friday fires. There are stairs located at each end of the trestle bridge, so you can walk up from the car park below, or if you've walked down from the township, you can walk down to below the bridge itself and have a look around down there. Just be aware that these steps are made of stones and they can get slippery when it's wet, and Geordie, who is visually impaired, had a bit of difficulty getting down the stairs, and although he finds going upstairs a lot easier, the stairs were quite large. They weren't normal size, and so if you do have trouble seeing, just be aware that you may need some help getting down those stairs. Lock Valley Tramway Walk, or the Ralph Cornwall Walk, is 5 kilometres return, and it follows the old timber tramway along the Latrobe River and includes a suspension bridge crossing, and located near there is the Toolshed Bar. That trail is located on the other side of the township. Noojee is surrounded by great forest bushland, and at the moment all Australians have access to use the surrounding forest areas for hiking, camping, cycling, horse riding and fishing, and four-wheel driving. And of course, as mentioned earlier, there's Mount Baw, the skiing resort and hiking area. Close by is the Ada tree, one of the largest trees in Australia, and the Taronga Falls, which is about 10 kilometres away. All up, Noojee is a great place to come and visit, either for a day trip or to come and stay for a couple of days and enjoy the fabulous forest area. This year, the Noojee Pub celebrates its 100th year of operation. The food is good, it has a great country atmosphere and is located on the banks of the Latrobe River. It has an amazing view from the outside balcony and seating areas, and on their t-shirts it says 100 years of pouring beers. Well, thanks again for joining us, everyone. That's a wrap for this episode. So please like and subscribe if you're feeling the mood. And we'll see you next time in the next episode of Borough Country.